Shalom, Israel. Want to give all praise, honor, and glory to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Rakak, Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders and bishops at Great Millstone. And peace and salutations and peace and mercy to the hopeful elect, 144,000. Shalom. Back with a quick hit. What you see on the screen, this is, off the latest in the headlines, but it says police presence increases across U.S. cities. And this caught my attention because, the Lord told you, and I'll title this too, a sword is sharpened and polished. A sword is sharpened and polished. The Lord is getting ready to send the sword, and He told you the sword is given into the hand of the slayer, which is Esau Edom, the so-called white man, who is in power rulership, who dictates policy in Congress. And he's going to allow Esau Edom, this so-called white man, to really come down hard on 2/3 of the Lord's people and also among all the nations. We're in a time of conflict and division. And what is that? Matthew, the 10th chapter, the Lord said, I didn't come to bring peace on earth, but rather division. The sword, but a sword, roughly paraphrasing it. And, this is the time that we're entering is the time of conflict and division. Now, the Pentagon, because Trump was saying that they're rapidly going to increase this mass deportation on these so-called immigrants. And we already know who he's talking about. You tribes. You so-called, starting with you Negroes. There's a lot of you so-called Negroes, you black folks. You see the so-called Latino, the so-called Hispanics being deported and things like that. You're next. Because Trump said in this rapid deportation, because they're trying to go deport 3,000 a day. But to deport you to different countries that you have no understanding of or no roots. See? But we know this is the will of the Lord. They're going to fear the Lord in the end here, man. They're going to come. Esau is coming down hard. He going to get his, but the Lord going to let him off the leash like never before in this end. But you so-called Negroes, there's a lot of comfortable boot-licking, trimming their ways to seek love to fit in and thinking that everything is all good. No, they coming to get you too. They coming hard down on Judah. Benjamin and Levi, the southern kingdom, you so-called Negroes, you black folks, they coming. But overall, all the tribes, man, and we know the persecution that's coming to the saints. They're gonna come after the men of the Lord, the prophets, the teachers. Now, these police, the police force, they're using these different expanding drone programs and things like that spying on people's, invading people's privacy. They're moving in. They're moving in, and this is a perfect opportunity, because you have all the war with Iran and the Israelis, and this is a perfect opportunity because the FBI, the DHS, they're on high alert right now. This is a perfect opportunity for them to move on the brothers right now, because the U.S. Attorney General Pam Bondi just said a little while ago that there's well over 1,000, terrorists in this place in the U.S. And the DHS, the FBI, the CIA, they're all on high alert right now. See, all the fun and games. You got a lot of Israelites doing rap shows and rap videos and bragging about what kind of car they drive. The games, enough of playing. Enough of playing. Because it tell you in Revelation, the 2nd chapter, that some of us is going to be thrown into prison and be tried. Some of these Israelite groups and camps and stuff, they didn't turn this whole Hebrew Israelite thing into some fashion show. The Lord getting ready to shut down this party, man. See? That's why the Lord said you got to count up the costs and understand what you're coming into. Count up the cost. Shalom.